Close the door. We're on the air. Hey Gems, Renee here, coming to you from Good Enough Mother World headquarters. And why do I look like this? Why do I look tired? Because I am tired, that's why. It was a crazy day in the city of 17 degrees or some craziness like that. It was freezing. So I ran around the city and did Gail King's show this morning on XM/Sirius Radio. And from there, I had another appointment, then I had lunch, and I'm just walking all over the city, and it's freezing. So I'm glad to be home, safely ensconced in Good Enough Mother World's headquarters. I have to tell you something that happened to me, though, while I was at AOL Time Warner Center in Manhattan, which is where Gail's show is. And I was, it was very cold. And so I was standing over one of the vents, one of the grates, inside. It was cold inside the Time Warner Center. And so I found a heating grate to stand over. Little did I know, as my back was to the escalator and I was looking out at this beautiful view of Columbus Circle, and I could feel my skirt and everything sort of blowing. I didn't know. Anyway, you know where I'm headed with this. Finally, I turn around after like 10 minutes, untold thousands of people walking by me. And I turn around just in time to see this lady go, "Your skirt is blowing up." Yeah, your skirt is blowing up. I showed my to thousands of people at the AOL Time Warner Center today. Not that I haven't shown my before, but I'm just saying, in this particular setting. So, all right. So then I come home, and I am greeted by the unmistakable smell of dog. It is a full house here. Casey has a friend over, the babysitter, and Cole. And yet, no one else's olfactory senses seem to work. Only mine. Interestingly enough. Only I could smell the dog. Wonder what that's all about. And it just got worse from there. I opened the mail to find this, and I know you can't read it, but I'm just going to tell you what it says. To the parent or guardian of Cole Parham. There was also one for Casey. The below record indicates that Cole has accumulated the following record since the beginning of this term. The record is tardies. Yeah, tardies. He's been tardy 5 times, 6 counting today. So I said to Casey and Cole, "Why didn't you tell me that we're not getting you to school in time? Why didn't you tell me that you need more time in the morning?" And they're both like, "Well, we thought you knew what time school started." And I said, "Well, if you're getting marked down, marked tardy, then you need to tell me, because clearly something's not working in the morning." And they both look at me like this. So I said to them, "Look, you have to be responsible. I need you to help out in the morning. And all you have to be responsible for is yourself. So when I say get up, you need to get up. When I say get dressed, you need to get dressed. I don't want to be badgering you for an hour prior to going to school. No one likes to start the morning that way. And then if we still are not getting you to school with the proper amount of time, then you need to tell someone. You need to open your mouth and tell someone." The thing that I think so frustrating as a parent a lot of times is that, isn't that just second nature? Wouldn't you just say, "Hey, Mom, the teacher says we're getting marked off tardy, and so, maybe the teacher didn't tell them. They did say that they weren't aware when they were being marked off. But I mean, still, would the empty hallways not be a clue?" Oh, God. So whenever stuff like this happens, I try to remember what I was like at 12 or 10 and try to remember. I don't know what I'm trying to remember, because that stuff seems so basic to me. But I don't know. So I sat them both down and I spoke to them in a language they understand. And it was this: if this happens again, I will take away the television privileges and the laptops. But no mother ever really wants to do that, because you know what? That's really punishing herself. Because then it's like, hey, Mom, you want to play a game? Mom, hey, hey, Mom, 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 hey, hey, Mom, 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 hey, hey, Mom, hey, Mom, hey, Mom. Ooh. Well, you can bet I'll be talking about this, among other things, on our first Mom's Night Out at Blog Talk Radio. The address is blogtalkradio.com/The Cocktail Cafe. I have the details on my Facebook page, and you can also go over to the social networking site at goodenoughmother.ning.com and get all the details. You don't even have to go anywhere. Grab your glass of wine, hide yourself in your closet, and get in the chat room and email us as we chat about all things modern motherhood. Okay, so I got about 3 hours to get tanked. I'm kidding, because you know I'm not drinking right now. This, by the way, makes day 10. And if ever I needed a cocktail, it is right now. Imperfection. You know the rest.